Today we're going to be jumping into the complete checklist of the 24-25 Upper Deck Series 1 Young Guns. We're going to go over all of these cards featuring 50 of the hottest prospects in the game. I'm going to give it my best shot with these new names, starting off with card number 201, Zachary Bolduc. Bolduc is a versatile forward who plays with a combination of speed and skill. Last season, he played 50 games for the Springfield Thunderbirds in the AHL. He's poised to be a key piece of the Blues offense in the future. Next is Jesper Wallstedt. As one of the top goaltending prospects, Wallstedt's cards would be highly sought after, especially for Wild fans hoping he's the next franchise goalie. He currently sits at third in the depth chart behind Fleury and Gustafsson. Landon Slaggert is a gritty two-way forward. Slaggert has the potential to carve out a role with the Blackhawks, adding depth to their forward lines. He is currently assigned to the Rockford IceHogs in the AHL. Next is Kyle MacLean, the son of former NHLer John MacLean, went undrafted, signed a 3-year deal with New York, and he scored in his Stanley Cup playoff debut last season. Next, we have Mason Morelli. Morelli's two-way game and leadership qualities could make him a depth option for Vegas. He went undrafted and is playing for the Silver Knights in the AHL. Card number 206 is Brennan Othmann, a dynamic offensive player. Othmann is one of the Rangers' top prospects and a future goal-scoring threat. He played in 67 games in the AHL, scoring 21 goals and 28 assists. Next is Gavin Brindley. Brindley is an exciting prospect for Columbus, known for his creativity and high hockey IQ, making him a fan favorite in the making. He will miss the first bit of the season with a broken finger. Bradley Nadeau is card number 208. Nadeau's speed and goal-scoring ability could make him an excellent addition to Carolina's offensive depth in the coming seasons. He scored 45 goals, 68 assists, for a total of 113 points in just 54 games in the BCHL during the 22-23 season. Zack Ostapchuk, a physical forward with strong leadership skills. Ostapchuk has the potential to become a reliable power forward in Ottawa's lineup. He is currently in the minors with the Belleville Senators. Our 10th young gun is Jason Polin of the Colorado Avalanche. Polin is a hard-working forward who could provide Colorado with some valuable depth as the season progresses. The undrafted winger is playing for the Colorado Eagles. Shakir Mukhamadullin, a former first-round pick, he is a towering defenseman with a solid two-way game, making him a good option for San Jose's future blue line. Cutter Gauthier. Gauthier is a top prospect for the Ducks and combines skill and size with the potential to become a dominant power forward in the NHL. He was drafted 5th overall by the Flyers in 2022. Next is Zach Dean. Dean is a strong two-way forward who adds depth to the Blues forward prospects, bringing both offensive and defensive reliability. Dean is assigned to the Springfield Thunderbirds. Luca Del Belbaluz. Del Belbaluz is a highly skilled forward with a knack for playmaking, and he could rise in Columbus's prospect rankings. He is playing for the Cleveland Monsters in the minors. Next is Maverick Bourque. A gifted playmaker, Bourque is one of Dallas's top prospects, known for his ability to create offensive chances out of nothing. He has been dealing with a minor injury for the past month, but has returned to practice. Next is Matt Rempe. At 6'9", Rempe's size makes him an intimidating presence on the ice, and he could become a valuable power forward for the Rangers. He made his mark with multiple fights in his first season in the NHL. Matt Villalta. Villalta is a promising goaltender with quick reflexes, aiming to work his way into a more permanent role in the Utah Hockey Club's net. Maxwell Crozier. Crozier is a reliable defenseman known for his steady play, providing depth to Tampa Bay's blue line prospects. He is assigned to the Syracuse Crunch. James Malatesta. Malatesta brings speed and energy to his game, making him a disruptive presence on the forecheck and an exciting prospect for the Blue Jackets. Next is Ivan Fedotov. Fedotov is a towering goalie at 6'7" and is a major prospect for the Flyers, and fans are eager to see if he can translate his KHL success to the NHL. Ethan Del Mastro. Del Mastro is a dependable defenseman who brings a physical edge to the game, making him a potential future anchor of Chicago's blue line. He is currently playing for the Rockford IceHogs in the AHL. Justin Brazeau. Standing at 6'5", Brazeau's size and offensive upside make him a fascinating project for the Bruins as they look to develop him further after his 19 NHL games last season. Next is Colin Groff. Groff is a forward with a strong offensive toolkit, and he could add some much needed firepower to San Jose's forward group in the future. The Sharks are in the midst of a full rebuild, so there is plenty of opportunity for slotting into the team's lineup. Next is Graham Clark. Clark is a highly skilled winger with a strong offensive game. Originally drafted by New Jersey in the 2019 NHL draft, he is now with the Minnesota Wild organization. Card number 225, Scott Morrow. Morrow is a smooth skating defenseman with a high offensive upside, making him one of Carolina's most exciting blue line prospects. Next is Brendan Brisson. Brisson is a sniper with a lethal shot, and he could soon add some significant firepower to the Golden Knights' offensive arsenal. He spent most of his last 2 seasons in the minors with the Henderson Silver Knights. Next is Frank Nazar. Nazar's speed and skill make him one of Chicago's exciting young players, and he has the potential to develop into a top 6 forward. He is currently assigned to the Rockford IceHogs. Next is Brad Lambert. Lambert is a highly skilled forward known for his smooth skating and offensive creativity, making him one of Winnipeg's top prospects. He spent most of last season in the minors with the Manitoba Moose. Next, with Montreal, we have Lane Hutson. Despite his smaller stature, Hutson is an elite puck-moving defenseman with tremendous offensive upside, making him one to watch for the Canadiens fans. Next is Pierre Dubé. Dubé is a hard-working forward with a solid all-around game, making him a potential depth addition for the Capitals in the coming years. Recently, he has been overseas playing in France. Arshdeep Bains. Bains has shown flashes of offensive brilliance, and his development could make him a solid middle 6 option for the Canucks. He spent most of last season in the AHL. Next is Ruslan Hisakov. Hisakov's dynamic offensive skill set could bring some much needed creativity to the Islanders forward group in the future. It looks like he will be playing in the KHL for a bit. Next is Josh Doan, the son of Coyotes legend Shane Doan. Josh is carving out his own path as a versatile forward with strong hockey sense and leadership qualities. We'll see if he gets more time in the NHL this season. Jack St. Ivany is card number 234. St. Ivany is a steady, two-way defenseman who adds depth to the Penguins' blue line prospects with his smart positional play. Next is Jan Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov is a big, physical defenseman who brings a stay-at-home style to Calgary's defensive prospect pool. He is currently assigned to the Calgary Wranglers in the AHL. Next, one of the highlights of this Young Guns crop is Olen Zellweger. Zellweger is a standout defenseman with elite skating and offensive instincts, making him one of the Ducks' most exciting prospects. He split his time between the Anaheim Ducks and the San Diego Gulls last season. Next is Marshall Raffai. Raffai is a solid defensive defenseman who plays a tough, reliable game, giving the Leafs a decent option on the blue line. He went undrafted and is currently assigned to the Marlies. Cameron Crotty is next up. He is a physical defenseman known for his gritty play and shot blocking ability. He is no longer with Arizona and is part of the Minnesota Wild organization. Next is Logan Mailloux. Mailloux is a controversial yet talented defenseman with offensive upside, and Canadiens fans are watching his development closely. He was selected by Montreal 31st overall in the 2021 draft. Next is Sam Colangelo. Colangelo is a big body forward with a power forward game, and he could eventually become a fixture in the Ducks lineup. Next is Emil Lilleberg. Lilleberg is a reliable defenseman with a good two-way game, bringing depth to Tampa Bay's defensive core as they look to stay competitive. Card number 242 is Akil Thomas. Thomas is a versatile forward who can play both center and wing, making him a valuable piece of the Kings' deep prospect pool. He is currently assigned to the Ontario Reign. Next is Murat Hustadinov. He is a highly skilled forward with a strong playmaking ability, giving Wild fans a glimpse of future offensive potential. He was selected by Minnesota 37th overall in the 2020 draft. Another highlight of this checklist is Logan Stankhoven. Stankhoven is a dynamic offensive talent with great hands and vision, making him one of Dallas's top prospects. He is part of a Dallas depth chart that is extremely deep. Next is Nikita Chiprikov. Chiprikov is a crafty forward with strong puck skills, making him an intriguing prospect for the Jets' future. He is currently assigned to the Manitoba Moose in the minors. Next is Joshua Waugh. Waugh is a standout junior player who brings a strong offensive game, making him a possible future top 6 forward for Montreal. Next is Gage Gonzalez. Gonzalez has a well-rounded game with offensive upside, making him a key prospect for Tampa Bay. He is currently assigned to the Syracuse Crunch. Card number 248 is Liam Ogren. Ogren is a goal-scoring forward with a great shot, and he has the potential to be a key piece of Minnesota's offensive future. He was drafted 19th overall in the 2022 NHL Draft. Next is Lucas Cormier. Cormier is an offensive-minded defenseman with a great shot, making him one of Vegas's top defensive prospects. He is assigned to the Henderson Silver Knights in the AHL. And card number 50 is our Young Guns checklist card. This dual card showcases two of the league's most promising young talents, Cutter Gauthier and Logan Stakehoven, making it a great way to complete the Series 1 Young Guns checklist. Which Young Guns card are you going to be chasing this season? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hockey card content. Thanks so much for watching.